Aquarius, your routines are beginning to reveal your emotional reality more honestly than your thoughts are. Cancer season shifts attention toward work, health, energy management, scheduling, burnout, and daily emotional sustainability. Something about your current pace is no longer emotionally functional, even if you've convinced yourself it's manageable. Your body knows otherwise. Mars in Taurus continues creating pressure around home, family, emotional security, or unresolved private tension. You may feel emotionally pulled in multiple directions at once, especially between external obligations and internal exhaustion. And this week, the strain becomes visible. Midweek delivers an emotional turning point involving priorities. A situation may force you to recognize how much energy you spend maintaining stability for others while quietly neglecting your own recovery. That realization changes your behavior immediately. You begin protecting your time more carefully. You stop volunteering emotional labor automatically, and you become more selective about where your attention goes. Venus in Leo activates relationships strongly now, bringing moments of closeness, attraction, emotional visibility, or renewed partnership dynamics. But the deeper lesson this week involves reciprocity. Pay attention to who supports your nervous system instead of simply consuming your availability. That distinction matters more than chemistry now. Chiron entering Taurus also begins exposing deeper wounds connected to belonging, family patterns, emotional safety, and stability. Some Aquarians may feel unusually nostalgic or emotionally sensitive this week. Let yourself feel it without judging it. By the weekend, emotional clarity becomes simpler. You realize peace is not created by handling everything alone. It's created by building a life that no longer requires constant emotional survival mode.
Aquarius, your tarot card is Death. Something is ending emotionally, even if the physical situation has not fully changed yet. This card rarely represents literal endings alone. It represents transformation through release. A mindset, attachment, expectation, or emotional identity is shedding now because you cannot move forward while carrying the old version of yourself indefinitely. The process may feel uncomfortable midweek, especially if you resist change emotionally. But the deeper truth is this: your future requires more honesty than your past allowed.
Aquarius, you get hexagram 56, the Wanderer. This week carries emotional displacement energy. You may feel internally between identities, futures, or emotional versions of yourself. Something familiar no longer fully fits, but the next structure has not completely formed yet either. The Wanderer teaches adaptability without emotional self-abandonment. Temporary uncertainty does not mean you are lost. It means transition is underway. Protect your emotional stability carefully while moving through unfamiliar terrain. Not every answer needs to arrive immediately.
Aquarius, your rune is Thurisaz. Thurisaz is a threshold rune. It represents protection, confrontation, caution, and irreversible turning points. Something this week requires deliberate response rather than impulsive reaction. You are standing near an emotional doorway that changes future direction, depending on how consciously you move through it. Midweek may bring tension, challenge, or emotional provocation designed to expose hidden weaknesses in a situation. Pause before acting. Awareness becomes your protection now.
This week carried emotional truths that were quieter than conflict, but deeper than denial. Some feelings became impossible to outrun, and that honesty may be exactly what begins healing you now. Before you leave, tell me in the comments, what emotion showed up most strongly for you this week? If this reading spoke to you, subscribe, like the video, and turn on the bell so we can meet again next week beneath the stars. And please watch your rising sign too. Very often your rising sign reveals the hidden emotional layer your sun sign alone cannot fully explain.